sick roast I told Tori. She was like writing down, and it's like she made mistakes. Dang it, it's not a T. And I was like, you're right, silent P.
I was teaching a lesson, and I finished wrong. So I let them put on the board. They were like picking weird words for handling. I told them the story answer. I am so ironic. So now they go around because I'm just like yelling pterodactyl. It's all my fault. I should just like I'm just gonna be like.
See, kids, this is why you need sleep.
Otherwise, your story will be told for generations. It's exactly so and how it's so made a lot of that. I get that. We were in her
He's like, oh, I just have to draw.
See, I'll name my kid Tyler, but with it spelled like P-T-Y. Tyler.
Chris, go name your kid Tyler if you ever
Okay, now you just hit like soft spots there, man.
Sorry, Chris.
You said sorry?
I say sorry all the time. It's
Leslie.
All right. So the internet has gotten a minute of random chatter.
I'm gonna name my kid Tyler.
All right. Let's go on to this question, please. All right. So here we go. A pair of scuba divers wish to dive at a wreck that lies 0.5 kilometers off the shore at a point 0.8 kilometers from their position. These are hard, again, as far as the words on your test. I will give you a diagram on the last question, because it's intended to be similar to the last question, but it's worded poorly, and I even stole this from textbook. Okay, so this isn't just Mr. Sadler badly giving you a question. This is a textbook badly giving you a question. All right. So basically, what I'm saying is the wreck is 0.4 kilometers, like inward to the in the middle of the lake, and then it's 0.8 kilometers this way. So 0.8 kilometers this way, then 0.4 kilometers this way. I will draw a picture to make it work better for you, because I know you guys are math students, and pictures work better than words. Not to be anti-English there for a second. All right. Some say from paper.
Flashback.
Just watch like the English department watch this video.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Did I ever tell you the joke about the yay math guy? So there used to be, I know you heard it, you were in my class 4 times already, but my favorite video, there's a guy from Southern California, he's like super into math, and he goes, at the beginning of class, he goes, yay math, and the whole class goes, yay math.
We did?
So, in a second.
You did tell us.
In a second. So then, he does it one day as one of his doors open, like he gets dressed up as like weird, like historical mathematical figures, and does all sorts of weird things. But he goes, yay math, yay math. Then from the back corner, you hear the next door teacher go, yay English.
It sounds so sad.
It was a little bit sad, actually. English is pretty sad.
English isn't sad. I love English. I love English. Let's go here, please. Okay, so we're doing sort of the same thing as the last question. This one's going to be a little bit trickier because we want to minimize time, and I'm giving you speed. Okay, so what I'm going to say is...
Oh, so for the test, you're gonna give us.
I would give you the diagram, yes. Okay. Okay, so here you go, please. The time is going to be just like this is going to be very similar to the last question. It's going to be the walking time plus the swimming time. All right. The walking time is going to be across the beach, left and right. The swimming time is going to be up and down, or probably the hypotenuse again. Why can I not just go directly from A to B? Why is that not the best? Because it's like the last question, you're faster on the beach. And I actually read a book on calculus once I've read many books on calculus, and they say dogs do this instinctively. Like they can manage, if you were to throw something into the water for your dog, they will actually run a little bit like this on the side and instinctively go to the right point. They just naturally have calculus on the brain. True story. It's a true story. Okay, so therefore, this is going to be your distance walked all over your speed walked, which is going to be 5 kilometers per hour. Okay. Now this is hopefully taking you back, James, to grade 11, because we had questions very much like this in grade 11 with rivers, right? Your speed up and down the river and all that. Remember these ones? Yes, Chris.
Are you doing it in the sense that that the 5 kilometers per hour is distance over time, but since we're only looking for time, you're dividing by 5 so you can get rid of the 5?
Right.
Or the kilometers?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is time equals distance walked.
Yeah, this is still your time, right? Okay, and then there's some, hold on a sec, please. Going back to grade, I can't remember what year. Does this make sense? ADT, is that the thing? So if you're looking for, that doesn't help in this case, does it? No. There's some sort of thing for that though anyway. There's some sort of triangle. Yeah, go ahead.
Are we ever going to have to deal with, like, maybe this exact question with, like, current and fluid?
No, I won't do current in this class. Okay? So here we go, let's go. Can I please do this, guys, okay? All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make this question look the very same as the last one. All right, the only difference in here is that we're dealing, oh goodness. I'm going to call that x, I'm going to call this 0.8 minus x. I'm going to call that 0.4, I'm going to call that d, just like before. Okay, d is going to be your distance on the water. What's the distance that he's walking going to be? What distance are they going to be walking? Very good. Okay. So it's going to be 0.8 minus x. So I'll call that 2x equals 0.8 minus x over 5 plus d over 3. Okay, now you should be saying to yourself, Mr. Sadler, this is a lot like the last question, and it is. Okay, the only difference is the setup. Okay, and that's what you'll find in this unit. There's only a certain number of questions I can ask you. Okay, right? It's just the setup might be a little bit different at the beginning. Yes.
So the reason we have to take 5 and 3 as denominators is because that's the speed that they...
Right on. So it's similar to the last question where we had the cost and the cost, right? But instead of in this case, we're dealing with, because it's not the same unit, it's just change it like that. All right. What's my d equation going to be? Thank you. So d equals x squared plus 0.16 to the 1/2. So my actual equation is going to be t of x equals 0.8 minus x all over 5 plus x squared plus 0.16 to the 1/2 all over 3. Okay, I'm going to hit pause in the video. I want you guys to do derivatives. Okay? If you look sick, are you feeling okay?
I'm not sick.
Okay. I'm not being jokey here.
Oh, actually?
You okay?
Oh, yeah,
All right, so take a second, do the derivative. What's the derivative of 0.8 over 5? It is negative 1 over 5 with the x, okay? Oops, where my marker go? Because any number is just 0, and the derivative of negative x is negative 1. So I'll call that t prime of x is negative 1/5. I'm going to take out the 1/3 first before I do any sort of fraction, before I do any of the rest of it. Okay? What's the derivative of x squared plus 0.16 to the 1/2? What's the derivative of that? Austin, go ahead. Yeah.
Squared plus 0.16 to the power of negative 1/2.
Yeah. Good. Awesome. And I just brought the 1/3 to the front. You didn't need to, but I just thought it might be easier to deal with. okay? And as you said, you're exactly right, the 1/2 and the 2x, the 1/2 and the 2 are gonna cancel, so I'm gonna say t prime of x is equal to -1/5 plus x all over 3 x squared plus 0.16 to -1/2. Is that right? For positive 1/2. Someone confirm that for me? I think that's good. I think we're good? Okay.
What happens? Oh, no, but.
Now, this is going to be very similar to the last question as far as the algebra to solve it. Okay? Is that a question or an answer, Brennan? Okay, go ahead.
Do we times that with 3?
Yeah, I probably would times all the denominator, all the whole numbers in the denominator. Okay? So, oh, because you did 1/2 and 2, right? So now I'm going to set it equal to 0 before I start multiplying. And I'm just going to move this over. And I'm going to call that 3 bracket x squared plus 0.16 to the 1/2 equals 5x. Now I just want you to look at the board, and if there's a question, please be brave and ask it. Okay? So what I did was, hello, Mr. Dre, how are
Hi,
you?
we're not even here. We're just on a little tour and showing them
Okay,
the most
I'm just-
challenging math class in the school.
Yeah.
You don't even say anything. Derek's
Yeah.
giving us the thumbs up.
I'm blowing their minds right now. Or
On a
I'm
Friday.
trying to.
What are you guys learning about today?
Jokes.
Jokes?
Jokes!
I don't
There's
remember
no jokes.
Calculus.
Okay, I'll be honest, Mr. Dre, I can't believe I'm going to show you this. The kids tell me I'm not funny anymore, so I went to the library, and when things get too stressful,
You
I
just
have
tell a
to.
joke?
I have to tell a joke.
Are the
These are
jokes
all-
any good or not?
No,
they're
not.
not.
They are?
Yeah.
And one person thinks they're funny, Mr. Sadler.
If you really like dry humor, then you'll really like it.
Okay, I think Austin's the only one that likes playing dry humor.
Yeah, he told me.
Okay, back to
All
Calculus.
right. Okay,
Didn't raise my mark very well.
yeah, Brennan, go ahead. Brennan? Question?
What happens with 5? Why is it 5x?
Okay, so what I did was I brought this over first before I got rid of the denominators. Then I just multiplied this 5 up here. And I multiplied this 3, the denominator there up there. You could have done it right at this step as soon as it's equal to 0. But like it would have been, the 5 would have been brought up here and the 3 would have been brought up there. All right, Cecilia, I'm going to pick on you if you don't mind. We're at a magical step where this looks like it's impossible to solve. How do we solve it? Square everything, okay? So we're going to get 9 bracket x squared plus 0.16 equals 25x. And there will be someone in class on Tuesday. Let's call him Chris Weed, that's going to get to this step before, and he's going to freeze you and say, I don't know what to do. And I'm going to say, think back to Friday is what I'm going to say to you. And hopefully it'll go, or whatever the thing is doing is a square. So that's just Chris Weed is a square. You guys are right on top of things today, okay? Thank you. 16 times 9, I should know I don't. 144? I think it's 144. Okay, good. Somebody just confirm that for me because that was done very quickly.
Well, I did it in a different method.
Are you sure that's the same answer, I hope?
Oh yeah, it is. I got 0.085.
It's prove that.
Good thing Miss Madrid didn't come right.
I know. She would have. Thank you. So what is the root of that?
I thought it was already rooted.
No.
Okay, so therefore, they walk 0.8 minus 0.3 equals 0.5 kilometers along shore. Then swim directly to the ship. Okay, and I'm done this unit. We have 2 left. 2 units left. Okay, so I'm gonna hit pause on the video or stop on the video. If you want